Ooh. Ooh. I hit the record button. Hey guys, what's up? It's me. I know you haven't seen my face in this setting in a few months now. First off, if you're checking this video out because you're interested in what I'm up to, hi, that's what I'm going to be covering. And I appreciate you being here. I miss talking to you guys very much. I've obviously been much more quiet since I left, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. A little gross little zit right there. But hey, as you can see, I am back in my house. I'm not living over at the house that a lot of you guys grew to know me in anymore. It was a COVID situation where my mom and I had to switch houses, but now with COVID kind of lightening up, we were able to swap houses again. So I'm back in my house again, in my office. As you can see, there's posters and all sorts of stuff for those of you that did not meet me. Maybe when I was living in this house. It is not just a blank white wall. I don't live in an asylum. Cool. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on what's been going on, and some changes that are happening in my life, and as well as some updates on some projects that I want to start working on within the next few weeks, now that I've settled back in to my place. And yeah, I wrote a few notes down because I'm prepared like that. Really, what it comes down to is there are two projects I want to start working on. I hesitate to use the word major because really we're just doing them for fun. I just am doing them purely for fun, and if people enjoy it, then great. Otherwise, whatever. Like, we're still going to keep doing it. I'm still going to keep working on it because I think it's just going to be fun. And I think both of them will give you guys that are interested an opportunity to still be filled in with what's going on, be a part of my life still, and we can kind of go from there and expand on these ideas as time goes on. There's also a big life change on its way for me that is also going to change the way I can interact with you guys a little bit, and I'm very excited about it. But I'll get right into it. The first thing that I've already reached out to a couple people about is Destiny. Now, most of you know that I have a very mixed relationship with Destiny, the game franchise. It's very love-hate. It's very abusive. And for those of you that have been playing games with me recently, I have no doubt expressed how dry and upset I've been with Destiny over the last couple seasons, and quite honestly, the last year. But that is for another time. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to revamp the clan. Now, I just want to say some people thought this was coming based on how I've been acting in the Destiny universe. And before you're like, oh, I guessed it. No, this is something I legitimately just decided I was going to do yesterday. I'm recording this at 2:21 a.m. At May 11th. I forgot what month it was, honestly. I was like, what? But May 11th and May 10th, literally the night I just worked, 10-ish hours from now, I decided I'm going to start cracking down on the Destiny clan. I wanted to go back to what it was when the Taken King launched, and I want to set up community events, because at the end of the day, no matter how dry or upsetting Destiny gets, it is ultimately always fun with friends. And over the course of the last few years, there are dry spells where a lot of us take a break from the game, which is totally fine. But those of us that aren't taking a break are kind of punished by not being able to play with anybody. So a lot of those people leave to go join other clans, which is fine. I would do the same thing. That's totally understandable. But because of that process, and because I haven't really been a good clan leader and really like upkept, if that's even a word, the clan in a good way, in a good social way, the last few years, it has dried up. It's fallen apart, and it's not what it used to be. And I want to be able to bring that back to life if I can. So I will be reaching out to a couple people. I already have, as of making this video, asked a couple people to be admins for the clan. A big problem for me, and a reason it dried up, was because I have a habit of constantly trying to carry everything on my shoulders when it comes to running any form of community without any backup. I constantly am trying to take as much of the load as I can to make it easier for everybody else, but that is inevitably what breaks my back and makes me not want to do it anymore, because I'm putting too much on myself and I'm not letting myself lighten the load. I'm going to try to do that with the Destiny clan moving forward. I'm trying to be more active in the Discord if I can. As of this recording, about 7 or 8 hours from now, a new season in Destiny 2 launches. And that is kind of why part of the reason why I actually am making this video now, because I did want to get that information out there before a new season. So any of you guys that are wanting to come back to the clan or interested in joining, feel free to. If you have no idea what Destiny is and you kind of want this part to be over, it will be in just a second. But I implore you, if you are ever interested in the game Destiny, it is a first-person shooter. It is free on most platforms. It is free on most platforms, and the expansions are free with Xbox Game Pass if you have Xbox. Crossplay is also coming to it, either at the end of 2021 or at some point in 2022. So no matter what platform you're on, you will be able to get down with us. And by that point, hopefully the clan will be fully fledged and we'll be able to do a lot with it, which I'm hoping for, and it should be really exciting. But that's one big thing I want to work with. So for those of you that are interested in Destiny or still playing Destiny or want to come back or have never played again but you're like thinking about it, I am going to try to crack down on including everybody that is interested in playing games together, because it's very fun. All right, that's it for Destiny. I tried not to rant there. I really did, but Destiny is a weird subject for me. Another project that I'm working on, that I'm really excited for, and by working on, I mean literally just talking about right now. We're just gonna fucking start doing it and see how we enjoy it. We're gonna refine it as we go. But a friend of mine and myself are going to start a podcast. We're hoping to record our first episode soon. We have a name already, which I think I'm going to keep secret for now. And he's in the middle of making a logo for it. This is a podcast with my buddy Yusuf. For those of you that don't know who Yusuf is, he's the one who did all my stream art. So when I rebranded and got the red Z and the white background as the logo on the Discord, the custom animation stuff like the starting soon screen and stuff like that, with the video, like these guys, that was all him. That was all him. He did all that. So I'm going to be doing a podcast with him. Really, we're just going to talk about whatever. We're going to talk about our weeks. We're going to talk about the state of the world. We're going to be all over the map. It's going to be, simple stuff like video games all the way to politics and religion. I know some people have been interested in some of my political takes and religious takes. And, well, you're going to get some of them on this podcast. And it's not going to be very filtered. I'm going to warn you guys now. We will have a disclaimer at the beginning of every episode. But, and it's not us trying to start fights or anything like that. It's just going to be us sharing our opinion and getting our word out there on what we think. That's all. So if anyone's interested in that, we will be trying to do that as frequently as we can. And we'll have guests on as well. I met Yusuf through Talon, which a lot of you guys know as Osprey. And he will probably pop up on the show every now and then. We are going to ask some people if they want to be guests. But yeah, it's just going to be me and Yusuf just talking about whatever, talking about the week, news, whatever, just kind of ranting. We're both very talkative, ranty people, and we have both always wanted to do a podcast, but it's really hard to do by yourself. So it was kind of just this moment where we started talking a lot more recently, and there was just this moment where it kind of clicked with us that we're like, this is something we can do. Like, this is something we can actually just do. And it sounded like a lot of fun. So if anyone's interested in that, that's probably where I'm going to be covering a lot of like just what I've been up to. And it'll be a little bit more detailed if you're still interested in what Zoo Daddy has going on. And I will definitely keep the Discord up to date on the podcast as well, if you're interested in that. So those are the two projects I'm kind of going to work on. So I'm going to try to really streamline the Destiny Clan and this podcast. Now, I do have a big life thing happening, and I'm very excited for it. I recently had the opportunity, after a lot of thought went into it. I should prerequisite with that. A lot of thought and a lot of talking went into this before we made the decision. But I'm going to be adopting a dog. And I'm very excited. I've had a lot of pets in the past, but not so much in my adult life have I owned one myself. I've taken care of a lot of animals. Some of you know that I house sit for a lot of people and take care of their animals. That's kind of just like my side hustle. I haven't done it that much because of COVID, but towards the end of this month, May, I will be doing it again. And the lady that I'm actually house sitting for has a couple of foster puppies that need to get adopted by the end of the month. And I have known about these puppies for a long time, and I actually went to go meet them recently. And yeah, it was pretty hard to just walk away and not have that talk with my grandma about bringing one of them in. For those of you that are unaware, so I have watched this lady's house before, and I went to go meet their new dog. She has a new dog for herself that is training to become a therapy dog. The reason that's important is because for those of you that knew me a little bit more before COVID, there was about a 2-week buffer where I took streaming off because I had to watch somebody's house, if anyone remembers that. It was a long time ago. And the dog I was watching during that passed away, unfortunately. So I had to go in to meet this new dog so this new dog had a sense of me before I watched their house. Well, there's a problem right now, at least in the United States, I imagine everywhere else, but in the United States especially, at least I know of right now, where shelters for animals are totally at capacity. And a lot of people, you probably know this, a lot of people adopted over the course of COVID because they didn't want to be lonely, which is like, okay, cool. Unfortunately, now that a lot of the quarantine laws are being lifted and a lot of people are being able to go out there again as we start to get rid of COVID, people are returning their animals, which sucks. And it's really overflowing shelters. And for those of you that live in the Midwest, you might know this, but Four Corners National Park, a lot of people like to drive out there and just kind of drop animals off just out there alone and leave them. And that's awful. That's awful. That is fucking awful. So they find animals out there, they try to bring them in, and they take care of them. But with how COVID, people are returning animals, a lot of these shelters are full. And a lot of these animals are just being transferred from shelter to shelter to shelter, just hoping to find a place. Well, these two puppies have they're in that situation, and I got a couple weeks. They got a couple weeks to be adopted before they get surrendered to a shelter. Um, my friend that I house sit for brought them into her home, and she has actually had them in her home for the last month or so. It's like 26 days, but like a month. And has brought them back up to health. They're healthy again, has been kind of training them. And yeah, those two puppies need to be adopted. Otherwise, they're going to be on this constant being shipped from shelter to shelter because they're all full. Either way, and this is the heartbreaking part, they're likely going to be separated. I can't afford, especially with how small our house is and the rest of my family being allergic to these animals, we can't really afford to bring both of them in. We can only really afford to bring one of them in. They're going to probably be separated either way, which is really heartbreaking to say and think about. But at the very least, we can give one of them a safe, loving home, and that's what we're going to try to do. And by the way, no, I do not exactly know what breed it is. It has some kind of shepherd in it, we think, but we never knew the parents because they just found these puppies out there. So, but yeah, so that is going to be a big, obviously, life thing for me. And I think it's going to be really important for me. And grandma. We're both very lonely people. And my schedule recently changed at work to where I'm not as home as much. So I think having a companion around the house is really going to help grandma out. I think it's going to really help me out with a lot of my anxiety as well. I would like to go through the same kind of therapy process for the dog that my friend goes through with all her dogs. Her new dog just passed intermediate training for therapy, which is super exciting. I would like to go through a similar process if possible, because I think it's just really healthy for both the dog and the people around the dog to do that kind of stuff. I'm not saying I would go this far, but my friend takes her dog to like children's hospitals and stuff, so kids that can't exactly get out of their room can interact with a safe dog that's not going to like freak them out or be too rowdy with them or anything like that, and give them some comfort, and they get to see a dog and hang out with a puppy, and that's pretty cool. So they definitely have that kind of training, and they've been already kind of training these. They are puppies. They're only 4 months old right now, estimated, and but they're going through some training. And this dog that we're looking at, her name is Jupiter. They're Jupiter and Mars. They're named after Sailor Moon. But Jupiter is the one we're looking at because she's already at the point where she knows she needs to go to the door, right? Like I need to go to the door if I'm gonna use the bathroom. Which is great because if I'm not home for a lot of the time, I don't want to lessen the load that grandma has to deal with on her back with this dog while I'm not around, and that helps tremendously that we can just have the dog doing that quicker. I'm not saying that'll happen right away in a new environment in her house, but it'll happen at the very least quicker. She's very smart. So that's a big life change, obviously. It's going to take a lot of effort. It's going to be difficult. People who say raising dogs are easy are either pretentious or treating their dog like shit. Sorry, that's just what I think. I'm excited. I'm excited both to have a dog in the first place, but also to invest this effort into, because I feel like that's something I'm kind of missing right now in my life, to be honest, is really investing in something. And this is a big deal, so I'm really excited. I mentioned my schedule changing. Don't read too into this because I know a lot of people have messaged me, which, by the way, thank you. Discord, Twitch, Twitter. Some of you have found me on Facebook. You guys have still been messaging me, and it's been awesome. It's been awesome. It's been great to hear from you guys again and talk to you guys, and I play video games with some of you guys. And it's been great. And I know a lot of people are asking, hey, are you going to stream again? I can't answer that question. I don't have plans to still, but I will say this. I fought really hard to get this schedule change. I am working Monday through Friday. Yeah, as in I'm not working weekends anymore. That's something I haven't done in almost 6 years. It's a pretty big deal, at least for me. And I'll still be working the 4 o'clock to close shift, so I'll still be working that afternoon to night shift. But having my weekends off is going to be a game changer for everybody, because I'll be able to spend more time with the people I want to play games with, spend time with people that I want to do things outside with. It's going to be great. I'm very, very excited. It also has resulted in me getting 40 hours. I did not have 40 hours before at work, even though I really wanted 40 hours, because now that means I get benefits and also more money, which is great. For those of you that don't know, I work at a bowling center, and it's privately owned, so they can't really afford to pay me as much as some of the bigger places, but it's also a much healthier mentally work environment than most places, and that's why I'm still there. So I'm very excited for that. Now, the reason that's important is because it means there's going to be a lot more stability in my life. More stability in my life, aside from taking care of this dog, is going to result in me potentially working in more projects. There are some other projects that I would like to work on that I'm not ready to reveal at this time. Some of them probably won't ever get revealed. I'll probably just keep them for myself, honestly. But all that said, yeah, there's some stuff in the works. I cannot confirm nor deny streaming. And I know that's the question a lot of you guys are asking, and I know you guys want an answer. I would love to stream again. I would. But the plain and simple of it is right now is I just can't. Maybe with this new schedule and stability, you know, as the schedule carries on in the future, I'll be able to find a good pocket where I can make it a consistent thing again. But right now, I can't. I want to. I really do. I miss you guys. I think I have figured out a healthy mindset to approach it from. But I don't want to jump back into something like streaming again until I know I'm ready. And right now, I don't know. I just don't know yet. Even if it makes sense on paper, I have to be confident. I have to know. And I just don't. But believe me, when there becomes a time where I think I can do it again, you'll be the first to know. I'm not going to skimp around with that. I will let you guys know immediately. Which, by the way, some of you guys are still subbed. And I'm going to keep bitching about this. Please unsub for my channel. You're wasting money. There are other awesome streamers in the community that deserve your sub more than me. Those are the big things. A couple little things I wanted to touch up on and just catch you guys up to what I've been up to the last few months. I did get into a relationship for a couple months. It didn't work out. And I'm just kind of back to not being in a relationship. Some people commented on it on, I think it was Facebook, and because it was very vague. And I just wanted to put any rumors to rest that might be out there. Yeah, I was in a relationship. It doesn't seem like something I should have to say, but I'm just going to be out with it. Some of you guys were kind of rude about it, so I'm just going to put it out there now. Yes, I was. It's none of your business. Please don't bother other people about their personal love life. That's rude as fuck. And some of you guys did that. I'm not going to say who, but you know who you are. Please don't do that again. That's very rude. Other than that, I've been playing a lot of video games. I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends lately still. I was on an Assassin's Creed Valhalla kick for a while. I'm playing a little bit of Borderlands 3 again since the director's cut came out. I'm playing Pokemon Snap at work right now. It's super fun, super cute. Still playing Destiny because I'm a helpless addict. And I've actually started playing, I played Overwatch a little bit today with Yusuf, and I actually have been playing a little bit of Rainbow Six Siege with some friends, which I'm very bad at. And yes, for those of you wondering, I am still hunting Registeel. I still have not gotten a shiny Registeel. I'm not hardcore hunting him like every day or anything like that. I'm distracting myself for sure. But it is definitely, I mean, it is my longest hunt as of now. I can't give you an exact number right now, but it is my longest hunt. It has surpassed Wooloo. Yes, I'm still working on Registeel. Other than that, the only other thing I got going on right now is Talon. I mentioned earlier, Osprey. Some of you guys know him, and you see him posting in Destiny chat. It was his birthday recently, which we just all said happy birthday to, which is great. Thank you so much for that, by the way, guys. That was awesome. And he has his own Titanfall channel in the Discord server. He is actually coming through, and he is. He and his girlfriend are actually happen to be taking a trip that takes them through Colorado, and they're going to stop by. And the reason that's a big deal is because I've known Talon for a very long time now, and he's become one of my closest friends. I consider him a brother. This is our first time physically meeting each other, and I am extremely excited. I'm going to be meeting his girlfriend as well, who is awesome. I'm not going to say her name, but she's awesome. I'm super excited to meet them both and just do stuff together with them. I took a couple days off work just to spend time with them, and I'm very, very excited. I'm very giddy. I'm very anxious. But yeah, that's kind of what I got going on right now. For those of you that have no idea who I am, and you're somehow at the end of the video right now, hi. If you're interested in anything I just said, I'm going to drop a Discord link down in the description, and you're welcome to join us and hang out with us. That said, everything I'm working on right now, I'm really bad at using Twitter. I'm really bad at using Instagram. But I will try to keep people updated on those, as well as in the Discord. So if Discord isn't your thing and you're interested, I will update Twitter more than likely when it comes to the podcast stuff. And you'll probably see a lot of puppy pictures on like Instagram. You'll see both of those in the Discord if you just want to join the Discord. I do not recommend you follow my Twitter or Instagram. They're very boring and dry. I don't care about those social medias. I don't care about most social medias. I think it's very unhealthy. But Discord's the way to go. If you do not have Discord, highly recommend it. It's a very useful tool. If you've made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. It's been awesome to talk to you guys. Obviously, this isn't anything like when I would live stream, but it has been awesome to be able to do something like this again and get it out to you guys. And I'm excited to get your reactions and your impressions and what you guys think. And yeah, please, if you guys ever want to talk, Discord. I cannot stress enough, Discord is so versatile and useful and such a big part of my life now. Use it. Thank you so much, guys. Once again, I hope to talk to you guys more soon, give you more details on what's going on with the podcast, and for those of you that are interested in the Destiny stuff, what's going on with the clan and community projects, what we want to do within that, and update you guys on what's going on with Jupiter. And once again, this is not an announcement that I'm coming back to streaming. If that happens, I will let you know, but this is not it. Thank you so much, guys. I miss you. I love you guys, and I hope everyone has had an excellent last few months. I hope you continue to have excellent months ahead in the future. But thank you so much, guys.